Hello everybody and welcome back to Watchful Eyes Studio with another product review. Today we're going to be looking at another blister, SU-781, the 82mm and 120mm mortar companies by Battlefront Miniatures for the Flames of War World War II game. In this blister pack you get 3 of each mortar type, so that's 3 82mm mortars and 3 120mm mortars. These are the soft plastic that Battlefront Miniatures makes. It also comes with 2 unit cards and 3 of the medium size and 3 of the large size bases. The front of the blister pack has the Soviet flag, letting you know which nation they belong to, as well as the late war logo. One of the things that I do like about these new blister packs is the design of the card layout, giving you all the information on the outside of the card, but also giving you a little window to be able to see inside the blister pack at the contents. And this blister pack is a clamshell, so it snaps closed in the back. And for extra protection, it looks like Battlefront Miniatures also staples it shut. Let's go right ahead and take a look at the inside of this blister pack. You get 3 sprues in the blister pack, giving you 1 of each mortar on the sprue, with the 120mm mortar having a 4-man crew and the 82mm having a 3-man crew. Pay special attention to the crewmen that actually are holding mortar shells, as you want to make sure that they are put on the appropriate bases, with the larger shells being for the 120mm mortar and the smaller shells being for the 82mm mortar. The one thing I did notice about opening my pack is that several of the mortars are actually bent, but can be very simply fixed by putting them into some boiling water, bending them back into place, and then dipping them in cold water to harden the plastic back up. One of the things to take in consideration when building out your mortar teams is making sure that they face the appropriate direction, with the 120mm mortar teams being placed on the large base with them facing the short edge, and the 82mm mortars being placed on the medium size base facing the long edge. Let's take a look at those data cards. Statistics wise, the 82mm mortar company and the 120mm mortar company are basically the same, with the exception that the 82mm mortar company has a 3+ save, while the larger mortar team has a 4+ save. Movement wise, the 82mm mortar company can pick these lighter mortars up and move as essentially infantry teams, whereas the heavier mortars are a little bit slower. Looking at their firepower capabilities, they can both fire artillery templates, with the 120mm mortar having a 56-inch range and the 82mm mortar having a 40-inch range. The anti-tank is 2 and 1 respectfully, with again the firepower being a little bit better for the 120mm mortars at a 3+ and a 4+ for the 82mm mortars. Let's go ahead and look at the points. The 120mm mortar company is only slightly more expensive than its counterpart, but the thing that's interesting to note is as you add more mortars to your company, the 120mm mortar company only gets 8 mortars at full strength, whereas the 82mm mortar company gets 9. This makes this interesting when purchasing this blister, because if you bought 3 packs, it would give you 9 mortars of each, essentially having an extra 120mm mortar that doesn't have a home. So when building out your force, take in consideration the amount of mortars that you would like to have and plan your purchases accordingly, because one blister gives you the minimum strength for each mortar company. And keep in mind, if you lose one of these mortars during a gameplay, your bombardment style changes in the game, having to re-roll successful hits. Overall, this is an odd pack, giving you 2 different platoon or company options and having to buy multiples of them in order to maybe get the size that you want. There are other options to get 82mm mortars in the Storm Group box set, for example. I believe you only get 1 mortar in that box set, and then that leaves the rest of the box set for you to build out whatever platoons you purchase that box for. As a store, I would carry 2 of these blisters in case somebody wanted to build up to a medium strength mortar company for either the 82mm or 122mm mortars, and then possibly restock as needed. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, ring that bell, and as always, let's keep a watchful eye on the hobby. Have a great day.